gracious and loving Father in heaven, we bow before you this morning to worship you, and to give you thanks and to give you praise for your loving kindness and your tender mercies. Thanking you for your grace and for your Son, Yahshua the Messiah, and his shed blood. We are thankful for your love, Father, and for forgiving upon sins and shortcomings. Thank you for this wonderful Shabbat and for brethren of life, precious feet, assembled here and elsewhere under the banner of Yahweh Nissi. And we ask, Father, that you may be with us and that you may bless us and who bless our worship today and make us to be well-pleasing to you. You accept our sacrifices and offerings that we have brought, and thus far we strive to burn it with clean hands and a pure heart, so that it may be pleasing to you. If we have fallen short in any way, we beg your mercy, your kesef, to the loving kindness that it may be extended upon us, and forgive us and do accept us in our prayers. As we draw closer to your throne, at this time we beg that you may speak to us now, with a voice that we can hear and understand, and make our hearts ready and receptive to your will, so that we may accept it and apply it to our lives as we go each day, so that we may grow in grace and in the knowledge of Yahshua. Pray for the needs of this ministry and for all the brethren, for the names that are on the prayer list, and for people of goodwill around the globe, for the elders, deacons, and their families. Remember us all in these trying times that we live in, and make us to overcome the busy one, the world and the flesh. Whatever our burdens may be today, we pray that they may be lifted, and our cares, that you may remember us, Father, and continue to supply all our needs. That you, Yahweh, may continue to fight our battles, that you may overcome the lazy one, this world and the flesh. That you may continue to press on, Father, until the end. So when the end comes, we may have a hope in you. Bless the preaching of your word today, and bless those of us that are here, and make us to be like your Son, to please you in all our ways. When your kingdom is come and your will is done, remember us, O Yahweh, and grant us a home in paradise. It's our prayer we ask in the wonderful and saving name of your Son, Yahshua the Messiah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You may have your seats at this time. Yahweh has been good to us. He has been good to all mankind by revealing himself to us so that we can get to know him and that we can serve him. In so many ways he has shown who he is and what he can do for us as the children of men, and especially for those of the house of our faith. The title of the message this morning is, do you know him? Do you know him? Have you come to comprehend, to understand who Yahweh is by serving him, by reading his word, by being alive even in this universe that he has created, by looking outside, by walking about, by talking, by laughing, by crying? Have you come to understand who he is? Do you know him? Turn with me to Exodus chapter 3. Exodus 3. I'm going to read verse 13 to 15. And Moses said to Elohim, behold, when I come to the throne of Israel, and shall say to them, the Elohim of your fathers will send me to you. And they shall say to me, what is his name? What shall I say to them? Elohim said to Moses, I am that I am. And he said, in this manner shall you say to the children of Israel, I am, and send me to you. And Elohim said moreover to Moshe, in this manner shall you say to the children of Israel, Yahweh, the Elohim of your fathers, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Isaac, and the Elohim of Yaakov, has sent me to you. This is my name, and this is my memorial to all generation. Yahweh, his desire is for all mankind to know him, especially his people, especially his children, the children of Israel. We are spiritual people today, walking again in the steps of Yahshua the Messiah, striving to be like our forefathers, the patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yahweh said to Moses here as he sent him to his children in the land of Egypt, say to them, I am the Elohim again of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I am, again, the great I am. Elohim said to Moses, I am that I am. Yeh, Ishe, Yeh, in the Hebrew. I will be whatever I will be. I can become whatever I will become. This is what Yeh, Ishe, Yeh means in the Hebrew. I am. So many people believe that I am is a name, but I am is not a name. Moshe asks, again, they will ask, he says, what is his name? What shall I say to them? Elohim said to Moshe, he never said, this is my name, but he said, I am Yeh, Ishe, Yeh. I will again be whatever I will for them. And he said, in this manner shall you say to the children of Israel, I am has sent me to you. Whatever your needs are, I'm going to be. This is the one that sent me. Right now your need is to get out of Egypt, to get out of sin. I'm able to take you out of sin. This is what you should be concentrating on now. This is who you should know me to be now. This is your need now. You need to come out of sin. You need to come out of bondage to get to know me more and more and more. And this is the call that Yahshua the Messiah went forth, preaching into this world. The kingdom of Yahweh is at hand. Repent. As you repent, you will get to know me. You will get to know me more. You will learn. Go, he said to the apostles, and preach this good news to all the nations. Those that believe that they should repent and they have turned from their sin, baptize them and continue to teach them what? Teach them of me, of my Father. They must know who I am. Do you know him? He said to Moses, I am, tell them, I send you to them. And Elohim continued to speak moreover to Moshe in this manner. You shall say to the children of Israel, Yahweh. Who is Yahweh? They're going to ask. Yahweh, the Elohim of your fathers. Yahweh we know means the self-existent mighty one. Let them know that I exist by myself. It is me and me alone. Don't put no other mighty ones beside me. Don't mention my name and any other mighty one. You don't need anything else but me. I am, remember? You don't need anything else. You need water? I am. You need food? I am. You need protection? I am. Whatever you need. You don't have to have countless mighty ones like the nations and especially the Egyptians. This is why he said to Moshe, I am. It is not his name. But he's saying to the children of Israel, get to know me. I can supply, I'm able, all your needs. Yes, I am the Elohim of your fathers. The mighty one, the strong one that Abraham trusted in. The mighty one of Abraham. The mighty one of Isaac. The mighty one of Jacob. You remember? You have heard how great they were in this earth? It was because of me. This is the one they served. He sent me to you. This is my name now. Yes, he gave his name. Most people want you to believe that he gave I am as his name. He never gave I am as his name. He gave his name. They must continue to read. Yahweh, the self-existent one that Abraham served, He never served God. He never served the Lord. There weren't even those titles back there in the Hebrew language. He never served Jehovah. Some translation you see Jehovah there, making you feel like, oh, that's the name of the Almighty, it's different. It's a hybrid word anyway, it doesn't come from anywhere. Something that they made up. But Yahweh, the self-existent mighty one they serve, he is the powerful one. Elohim, God doesn't appear in the Hebrew. Abraham didn't know anything like God. He was a Hebrew. He knew Elohim, the mighty and the strong one. He served Yahweh, Elohim. He sent me to you, this is my name forever. He told Moses, let them know that this is my name, Olam. You know, this morning I was doing a study, I was looking through a Jewish Bible. And the author is saying, we don't use the name Yahweh. We have substituted it because it was found to be too holy. And I was actually reading it. I've learned this many, many years ago, but to see it, because recently I got the Jewish Bible, complete Jewish Bible. And I was seeing all these things and I say, you know, it is good to believe in Yahweh. Because after 30-something years, it's the first time I actually read the code from a Jewish individual, and it's saying that the name Yahweh was removed. This is what I learned when I came to the knowledge of the truth in the 80s, and I have believed it. I've never seen it actually coming from any Jewish scholar before. And I saw it just this morning. I said, wow, praise Yahweh, I believe, because this thing is real. Look, the guy is saying it. He's a Jew. He's the one that did the Bible. And he's saying that the scribes and the Jewish people, the ancient rabbi, removed the name Yahweh because it was too holy. He actually put that there. The Yahweh that appears there. And one day I'm going to show that to you. He said it was substitute to the vowels of Adonai. He said that they willfully removed the vowels of the name Yahweh so that no one will ever be able to pronounce it. It is there with them. And he said that they put in the vowels of Adonai. So that when you see the name Yahweh, and you're reading the Hebrew, you don't say Yahweh, you cannot say Yahweh. You say something else. He even mentioned Jehovah. He said that Jehovah was a hybrid word and such. But he said we use Jehovah because we don't want anyone to use the name Yahweh because it's too holy. I said, wow. Say, yes, Adonai. This is what they use. And he made mention also that it is used once a year, the name Yahweh, only by the high priest, still in most synagogues. Once a year on the Day of Atonement. As for those who would doubt and who would not believe, the time is drawing near for them. This is my name. This is what I'm saying. This is my memorial. He said to them in Egypt, forever. Who gave you the authority to change it? To call him by another name? And he said, because of what appeared in Exodus chapter 20. So why Yahweh didn't say, well, don't call me Yahweh in Exodus 20 from the mount, because I know you're going to fall short. Didn't he know his children? Yet he said to them, this is my name and my memorial forever. He never said to them, go use it because it is too holy. This is my memorial. This is the way I want to be remembered by you, by your children, by all generations forever. This is my memorial to all generations. Do you know him? Are you getting to know him more? Who is Yahweh? Have you ever asked yourself, you might say, well, you know the name and you worship him? Have you ever really sit and ask, who is Yahweh? Think about Moshe, a man that was so close to Yahweh, was saying, what should I tell them? who you are. I cannot explain who you are. When they ask me what I'm going to say, have you ever thought about that? You know, we may say we know Yahweh. What about Moshe? He was asking, what should I say to them? And those questions pop up before me. Do you know him? In Exodus chapter 6, verse 1. Elohim spoke to Moses and said to him, I am Yahweh. I am again appeared. Here, Yahweh. I will always be whatever I want to be, especially for my people. I am Yahweh, the self-existent one. I appeared to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob as El Shaddai, but by my name Yahweh I was not known to them. We have just read in Exodus chapter 3 that Yahweh said to Moses, go and tell them, I am Yahweh, the Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He's saying here to Moshe, I am Yahweh. I appear to the same Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob as El Shaddai, Elohim Almighty, the Almighty One. But by my name, Yahweh, was I not known to them. This know here, it means to experience Almighty Yahweh. We believe that Abraham knew the name Yahweh. But to understand that who Yahweh is, the self-existent one, he didn't yet. And so he was to Abraham, and Abraham, eyes and mine, as El Shaddai, as the powerful one, the almighty one, but not understanding that he's a self-existent mighty one. He exists by himself. In Exodus chapter 20, and we'll come back to that thought a little more. But let's look at Exodus 20 and see what Yahweh says here on the mount to the children of Israel. And Elohim spoke all these words, saying, Ani Yahweh, I am Yahweh, your Elohim, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Yahweh spoke his name. Yet there are those who are saying that no one knows the name of Yahweh. They are saying that no one can pronounce the name of Yahweh. But Yahweh spoke his name on Mount Sinai in the air of humankind. They can say the names Hasatan, no, the devil. They are saying that. He was there in the Garden of Eden. Don't they believe that Yahweh was there too? They're still saying his name. Satan, Hebrew, but no one knows the name Yahweh. He's the one that came walking in the cool of the day in the garden. And you don't know his name, but you know the name of the deceiver, the serpent. I am Yahweh, your Elohim, who has brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. You remember? It is me speaking to you from this mount. I ask to meet with you today. It's good to see you. You can hear my voice. You shall have no other mighty one before me. This is what Yahweh said. They were getting to know him. Do you know him? He wanted them to know him more and more. He's still revealing himself to us today. We can't know the fullness of him until in the new to come. That he wants us to know him more and more of him. You shall have no other mighty one before me. You shall not make for yourself a graven image. I'm teaching you of me. This is who I am. You don't need any image. You don't need nothing else but me. Or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Don't think that you need any of these to worship. You shall not bow down to them or serve them. I am Yahweh, your Elohim, I'm just self. Can't you see the self-existent one in these words even? I and I alone. You don't need anything else. He's speaking because he is Yahweh. No other mighty one can speak like this. Worship me alone. You don't need to worship anything else. And all your needs are going to be met. He thought Abraham of Yahweh, of himself, before Abraham understood Yahweh to be El Shaddai. Abraham had to learn of Yahweh, how great he is. Don't bow down to them, don't serve them, for I'm a jealous hell. He's teaching them of him. Are we learning? Are we understanding that he is a jealous hell? Very, very jealous. He don't want us to have anyone else. Are we seeing that? This is why he exists by himself. And we are so blessed to have a mighty one that no one need anything or anyone to help him. He created himself. This is how powerful he is. Are you getting there? Are you getting there? It is in his word, sufficient for us to know him. Don't try to go beyond that, because you can blow your mind. Accept what is here. Some people try to go beyond that, and they can go crazy. Leave that for in the great beyond. We're going to know more of him. But he has given us in his word what he wants us to know of him. I'm a jealous hell. Remember that. You know what jealousy is and what it gives. So I'm a jealous hell. Keep that in mind, he said to them. Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, to the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Do you know that of him? So many people live like they don't know that. Oh, he's so loving, he's so kind, he don't do evil, he don't hurt anyone. He's not going to destroy anyone. But he said it here. They don't know that of him, do we know? He is going to visit the sins, the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, upon those that hate him. This is who he is. We have to accept him for who he is. And showing mercy to thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. He remembers those that love him. His eyes are upon them to show mercy, grace, unmerited kindness, forgiveness to them, so that they can have life with him. Verse 7 is where the Jewish people went off. You shall not make wrong use of the name of Yahweh or Elohim, for Yahweh will not leave unpunished the man who misuses his name. And they are saying that we shouldn't use the name Yahweh, because he's going to judge and punish us if we misuse his name. We have educated people in this room, and we can understand that this verse doesn't say that you shouldn't use my name, or else it's going to be phrased another way. But Yahweh is actually saying that we should be using his name in this verse, if you read carefully and understand. You shall not make wrong use of the name of Yahweh. This is saying that you have to use the name, but use it correctly. So what I'm saying, why remove it and lead people astray? even they are going to have to answer for that. This is why they are in such a position today. And even acknowledging that they did it, and so they have the power from the Most High to do it. Yes, he was speaking to them, children of Israel. But he never said to them, "Do use my name, remove it from the scriptures." Who gave that authority to remove the most important name from the scripture? That's the life of the scripture. I am. You shall not make wrong use of the name. They said, okay, we don't want to use the name, we use Hashem. Because Shem means name in Hebrew. So whenever they come to the Yahweh or the name of Yahweh, sometimes they say Shem, sometimes they say Adonai. They just will not use the name Yahweh. But Yahweh wants us to use His name and to use it correctly, because this is where salvation lies. Don't make wrong use of the name of Yahweh, your Elohim, for Yahweh will not leave unpunished the man who misuses His name. This tells us that we must use His name, and we must be very careful when we use His name, and we must know Him when we use His name, so that we will not misuse His name, because we don't want to be punished. But they took an exit, and away they go with the name Yahweh. But this is not what Yahweh is saying. And the guy was saying, it's because of this said verse. Are you seeing that this verse is saying that you shouldn't use the name Yahweh? And they are scholars, quote unquote, writing Bibles, saying that Yahweh said that you shouldn't use His name. In Exodus 34, do you know Him? Are you getting to know Him today? See that you are. We have a lot to learn and know about our Father, our Creator, who is Yahweh. Exodus 34 and verse 5. And Yahweh descended in the cloud and stood with him there and proclaimed the name of Yahweh. Yahweh uses His name because He wants us to use it. He used it before the children of Israel, before Moses, before Abraham, all the patriarchs. Yes. Why shouldn't we use His name? And Yahweh passed by before him and proclaimed, Yahweh, Yahweh. This is salvation for you. This is life for you. Just don't misuse it. This is who Yahweh is. He wants us. He has given us His name. He wouldn't give us His name if we shouldn't use it, or if He don't want us to use it. This is why He gave His name. And merciful and gracious, slow to anger and abundant in goodness and truth. Have you ever experienced Yahweh? Can you say, yes, this is the mighty one that I am serving? Do you know Him? Have He been slow to anger with you? Have He been merciful and gracious to you? Have He been establishing goodness and truth in your path? Do you know Him? This is who Yahweh is. Keeping mercy for thousands. This is Him. Forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin. This is the mighty one that we serve. He is able. Other mighty one cannot. When Yahshua the Messiah walked this earth and He forgave the sins of men, those who were holding high the Torah and quote-unquote religion in those days, they said, who is He? He can also forgive sin? They didn't know that any other mighty one could have forgiven sin. Read it through the lines and you will see. Only Yahweh and Yahshua the Messiah. Yes, He forgave iniquity and transgression and sin. This is the mighty one that we serve. If we need forgiveness for our sins, we are only going to find that in Yahweh. If you run away from Yahweh, you're like Azazel. You're like the scapegoat. You go with your sins loaded upon you into the wilderness. You're going to die with that sin. If you remain like the goat for Yahweh, your sins have been sacrificed for. Yahshua shed his blood so that you can be forgiven. This is the mighty one that we serve. He forgave iniquity, transgression, and sin. No other mighty one. Those mighty one of Egypt cannot. They're going to take you to the fire. But then, this is why Yahweh made a fire, the Gehenna fire, to destroy Satan and all the mighty ones of Egypt that he himself has created. But Yahweh is able to forgive your sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, to the third and fourth